We have been conditioned since we are little babies that all of our power comes from outside. And this God self frequency, it's only self-source. Why would you want to be source outside when you are the source of all creation, when you created the entire universe? Why would you want to source your power outside of you? It's inside of us.
Awakening the truth of who we're meant to be. No more hiding, no more fear. The power.
Hello and welcome back to 100x journey. Oh my God, I know for you it might not have been a long time, but since the last day that I did my last video, I think that it's been more than 10 days. And that feels like too much, but there's so much to share. But before sharing, what is 100x? Well, it is my philosophy that why 10x your life, your results, when you can 100x your life, your results, your investments, financials, your love, everything 100x with the power of the quantum field, which is who we are. You're looking at the quantum field, and so are you. Yes, the quantum field, it's the substance that we love calling God. Well, the quantum field is the science behind God. So you are God, and so I am. So we're all beautiful gods walking on earth. But what happened? What happened is that when we are born, yes, because when we are born, we came very pure. You know, when you have a baby in your arms, is the most pure way, is the most pure creation. But then conditioning, society, they start to limit us, they start to put us asleep. Yes, because if we are gods walking on earth, then it's going to be a revolution. That's why they put us asleep, so we don't make a lot of trouble. Not that we have to make trouble, but we have to go against a lot of the societal condition. So that is 100x in a nutshell. And if you have not yet followed my journey from day one, then go day by day, because there is a learning lesson in each video. Today, I want to share about something huge, which is my journey to becoming self-sourced power. So in my previous video, which again for you might have been yesterday, but for me it has been 10 days ago, I started a 10-day wealth immersion. So I immersed myself in wealth to be in the receiving mode. Why in wealth? Well, because we are wealth. God consciousness, God self frequency, quantum field is wealth. It's abundance. We and abundance, we and wealth are one. So I immersed myself for 10 days, which it didn't happen for 10 days, but that's what I'm going to share. So I immersed myself. I woke up every morning and I bought a beautiful, breakfast situation. I have a beautiful placemate, a beautiful coffee cup, a beautiful spoon. I just immerse myself from the beginning of the day. Yes, I woke up, and of course, as soon as I woke up, I was like, yes, I am wealth, and I started, with this frequency of wealth. And the first day of that immersion, I came against resistance. And the resistance is because I am immersing myself in this new frequency, and then the old frequency is pulling me back. So I know when I am in resistance because I'm someone who loves working out. I love to move my body, to work out, and I work out here in my home. And when I don't work out, I know that something is off. So Monday, I didn't feel like working out, and I felt very dense, very heavy. But again, now I know that it's the old frequency pulling me back to the scarcity because I'm here like immersed in wealth and then ding, pulling me back. So what I did is I sat with the density, and the density for me felt like a big feeling of sadness. I felt sad, and I felt sad with my mind rationally. What came up for me was, first of all, I decided to take a break from my partner. So I was feeling sad that I was taking a break from my partner. And then that my kids were on vacation, and I was sad because I felt lonely, like, oh, I'm by myself. And that's exactly what I desired. I desired an immersion so I could be by myself. But the first day, I had this strong feeling of sadness. So I sat with the sadness and I didn't make it mean anything. I just said, okay, sadness, I know that you are energy moving in my body. If I stay stuck, if I don't move, that energy is going to stay here. So I started to shake myself. I started because I didn't work out. And when I work out, that energy moves away. But again, by not working out, so I started to dance and to shake my body, and I felt a lot better. So I go to take a bath, which is my bath time. It's my sanctuary. It's where I get the biggest downloads. So when I was putting one foot in the water, I got an idea, which was last year I had an idea for writing a book. And that idea came into my mind out of the blue. That idea. I put my second foot, yes, we have 2 feet. I put my 2 feet in the water, and then I started to create that book. And in an entire 1 hour and a half, yes, I take long baths, I downloaded an entire book. My very first book, 100x commandments, which are 100 truths that I desire to live by, and I desire to create a little book that goes in my nightstand. So when I wake up, the first thing that I open is that book, and the last thing that I close before going to sleep is that book. And I created it in the bathtub. Crazy thing is that when I was having all of the downloads, 80 of 100 truths were downloaded. Then I received a message from my ex-husband who was inviting me to his wedding, who is coming next weekend, this weekend. And I was like, for a moment, I thought about it, and there was no emotional I didn't feel bad because he's getting married. I think that I'm very happy that he found someone that he loves and that they are getting married. But what I had was like a deep feeling of the same day that he's inviting me to his wedding, which is a rush wedding. He's getting married again. This was last week, and now he's getting married this week. I got this full circle moment, and I realized the reason why I left my marriage was because I have a bigger mission to build. And that's when, I was having all of the downloads, and then he invites me. And then what I did, okay, thank you, bye. And I kept downloading. It was like, it didn't affect me at all. And fun fact, of course, I'm going to attend to his wedding this Saturday, and I'm going there. And the main reason why I decided to go, first of all, I really love him. He's the father of my 4 boys, and I'm happy that he's getting married. But the biggest reason that I'm going to his wedding is to show my boys a change of paradigm. Me going to that wedding by myself because my partner is on a trip standing in my power will show my boys that love is still the same. The only thing that changed is the form of love. We are not more romantically in love, but I still care for him. So for my kids to see me in his wedding is going to change the way they do relationships. So that's the main reason why I'm going. So big downloads that Monday. Tuesday, I wake up again, immersed in wealth with my breakfast, sipping my coffee, tasting it, feeling, all the sensations, being very in tune to my body. That's, what wealth means to me. Wealth means a cozy sweater or something that feels yummy, delicious, something nutritious. It's not just money, what it's wealth. I wake up, I immerse myself in this wealth feeling. And then I kind of force myself, which I don't like to force myself, but I said, okay, let's work out because I know that by working out, my energy shifts. And that's what it happened. I started to work out, which 1 hour workout, it took like 2 hours to do. Like it was me dreading, because I don't feel like working out and other things, but I finish it because I always finish my workouts. So I finished the workout and I feel a little bit better. But again, the sadness comes again. And that night, I recorded a video that I'm going to share it here.
So I felt the pull to click and record so I can also share the moments, the raw moments of the leap. A quantum leap, it's not comfortable. In fact, it's painful, it hurts. So right now I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling lonely, but this is part of the integration, this is part of the recalibration. It's like my nervous system wants to pull me back and go to comfort, to I don't know, to fill this void with either calling my partner, which now I'm feeling, did I even do good at asking for the space? But I know that this is the nervous system. I know that the nervous system is seeking for comfort, and it's looking for the ways, like again, pulling me back to make that phone call or to go and do something so I can fill this void with people or experiences, or I don't know, instead of me being here by myself and experiencing the sadness and not putting meaning to the sadness, simply experience it and understand that it's part of the process. So I wanted to do this video because I also want to share the not so good parts of the leap. I know that I'm expanding to hold so much more love, wealth, power. The nervous system, instead of like being chill, like, okay, let's accommodate until we adjust, it's like, no, it's pulling me back to my old patterns, and it's making me feel the void and wanting me to fill this void with validation or more security or love. And what I realized, and this has been, I think, that the biggest breakthrough, is that I have to learn to give this to myself. Everything that my nervous system is asking me for, that's my job. Because we are whole. We don't miss anything. We are the most beautiful, powerful energy. This is a fucking illusion, anyways. The way that I'm feeling, it's an illusion. But it's human, this is a human experience. But in the quantum, this doesn't exist. So it's me reminding myself again and again that I am the source of love. I am the source of validation. I am the source of security, and I do not need to seek it outside of myself because I have it all. And so do you. So, this is a reminder, if you are feeling this way, if you're feeling the void, if you're feeling sad or lonely, after you've taken space or after you've done a major shift in your life, then this is what happens. This is really what happens. We cannot expand without integration. What is happening right now, it's fully integrating the leap. My nervous system is calibrating. So I thought that this was a good idea to record so you can also witness the not so good parts of the leap, because quantum leaps sometimes they're painful, but I guess that I do not desire to see them as painful, although I always call these growing pains. I'm evolving, I'm becoming a much expanded version of myself. I'm becoming closer and closer to the oneness. That's the whole point. Seeking everything within. Stop seeking validation. Stop thinking all of the things outside of myself. Everything is within. And this is the process. Okay, bye.
That video shows how I was feeling. I was very, I was feeling a deep transformation. I understood that those emotions were coming mostly from my mind. Emotions, if you do not attach a story behind the emotions, it's just energy in motion, emotion. So it's when we attach a story to that emotion that we start to recreate and we start to bring past to the present moment. And we create the past, we keep on creating the future with the past. So in that moment, I was able to express myself. And again, I recorded a video because I wanted to express this is how I feel, and it feels this way. And then after I recorded the video, again, I took another beautiful bath time and I went to sleep. And on Wednesday, I woke up on fire. My energy was so on point. I wanted to take the freaking world. And on Wednesday, I think it was on Tuesday night during the bath time that I had a huge download. I downloaded my entire quantum leap formula, 9 stages. And on Wednesday, when I woke up, I started to think about what I downloaded on the bathtub, and I started to understand quantum leaps at such a deeper level. And I understood that quantum leaps, it's how nature flow. So what I did is I did a lot of research on Wednesday. I came up with this formula and I said, okay, let's test it on animals. Let's test it on how plants grow. Let's test it on things, like even storms. When there is a storm, there's a big storm, and then like nothing happens. So the entire universe, nature, all of it works in quantum leaps. Even, this is kind of funny. I even remember 2 of my boys, it happened twice. Again, mother of 4, so what are the chances with 2 of them? I remember these 2 kids, my 2 sons, waking up one day and me knowing that they grew this much. I knew it. It happened with number 2 and number 4, my kids. They grew up like they went to sleep and then they woke up this much taller, a quantum leap. And I couldn't kind of grasp it, but now I understand We think that we are growing linearly because we have been conditioned that we grow step by step, linear. That's how we have been conditioned, but we do not grow linear. In fact, these growth sprouts, what they, it's something that it's very common. And I remember even at that time Googling about this, and it happens, but that's how we grow. It's like we perceive that we grow little by little, but yes, one night we are the quantum leap. Again, quantum leaps happen all of the time. And that's when I realized, oh my God, I just discovered something huge because I started to put myself in the 9 stages. I started to put Oprah in the 9 stages. I put Elon Musk in the 9 stages. I put things in nature, how they grow, the butterfly in the 9 stages. They all follow the 9 stages of quantum leaps. And I download them when I was taking my bath the second night, where I immerse myself in this 10-day immersion. So I downloaded an entire system, and this is receiving. So many people think, oh, I'm going to receive a lot of money. Well, I received a formula that if I take action and I teach this formula and I bring this formula to the world for people to apply it, not only to apply it, but understand it, embody it, and then apply it, it can change their lives. It can change your life when you apply this formula. So that is what receiving really is. It's becoming open, and then ideas, inspirations, they start to flow in. And that is receiving. It's being open to receive the inspirations, to receive the ideas. And then when we take action on them, that's when the abundance and everything shows up. So the immersion has been a beautiful success. I did not finish it because by Friday, my partner came to my house, and then I did spend the weekend with him because it was his birthday and all of the things. And I disconnected a little bit because when I am with him, I disconnect, and this is something that I am working on, how I can be with him without completely disconnecting. And this is something that I'm going to keep on talking, because I think that so many of us, we allow our energy to be, I would say, contaminated. It's not contaminated, but to be infused with, when you're in a relationship, your energies, they're going to merge together, and the one that has the strongest energy, even if it's the lowest, but it's the strongest, is going to, is going to, the resonance stays together. So either the one that is lower, which I understand that when I'm with my partner, his energy starts to raise higher because my energy is higher, but because his energy is lower, I start to go slower. So it slows me down. And again, this is something that I'm working. So I'll promise I'll bring more of this into our conversations, because as I mentioned not so long ago, I feel that relationships is the most beautiful mirror for evolution. Because when we are in a relationship, that relationship, it mirrors our own triggers. So you can get triggered like most people get in relationships. In fact, I used to get so triggered with my ex-husband in my previous relationship. But in this relationship, I have been using every single trigger as a tool for, or as an opportunity to go deeper and to see where on me that trigger, where I have to do the work. Because if I get triggered, it's because there's more work for me to do. So that's why I feel that relationships are a beautiful tool when you do them consciously to evolve. And again, I'll promise that I'll bring more of this into the conversation. But what I want to talk about today, and I know that I'm kind of out of time, is, and yes, I am totally out of time, but I'll do a video of this tomorrow. So keep posted, because I'm going to talk about this so much more tomorrow. And it's about self-sourced power. One of the biggest things that I'm going through right now, it's I'm shifting frequencies. I am in the middle of a quantum leap, and my energy already shifted. I feel my energy so much more big and powerful, and now I'm working on my nervous system to hold that level of power of, new frequency. So I am doing the work. But the biggest shift that I'm experiencing is approaching power from within. We have been conditioned that everything outside is giving us our power. The car we drive, the house we live, and the neighborhood that we live, the schools that our kids go, validation, followers, all of that gives us power. And again, we have been conditioned since we are little babies that all of our power comes from outside. And this God self frequency, it's only self source. Why would you want to be source outside when you are the source of all creation, when you created the entire universe? Why would you want to source your power outside of you? It's inside of us. And this is my biggest shift right now. Self source power. And this is how I'm going to finish today's episode, because I truly desire to share a lot more about this self source power, which when you embody it, because it's not enough to comprehend it with your human brain, when you really embody this, everything shifts, because you don't need the external world to give you power. You source your power from inside. And this is the journey that I'm going through. Even the fact that my ex-husband is getting married, at some point this would have freaked me out, but it didn't, because I am source my power is sourced from within. I don't care if someone is getting married, if he's getting married, if they're buying a house, they're buying a car. I don't care, because that doesn't take me out of my power. The world doesn't take me out of my power. I am creating my power from within. And this is the biggest shift that I am experiencing, the biggest leap. And in order for me to be sourced by my own power, I have to uncondition myself from all of the bullshit societal rules that are telling us, even social media or the ads, drive this car and you're going to feel so powerful, find the man of the woman of your dreams and you're going to feel so in love. No, you don't need the man or the woman to feel loved. You are loved. You don't need the car or the house or the things to feel powerful. You are power beyond your imagination. You don't need to take it outside of you. It's inside of you. It has been there since the day you were born, even before that, but we just forgot. It's just about remembering our true nature and who we are, and the more you do it day in, day out, you become self-sourced power, which is the most incredible thing ever. And again, this is a journey. It doesn't mean that I'm going to default a little bit and then come back up, because I have been living in power outside for so many years that, of course, it, and I don't like to say it takes time, because I don't believe in time anymore. Time, it's a mental construct and it doesn't exist. So it takes, I would say, work. It takes work of remembering every single day who we are. And the more we remember, the more we start to forget the illusion, the lies that we have been told when we are born. And that is the work. That is the work that we have to do every single day to become self-sourced powered. But I promise tomorrow I'll talk more about this, because this is it. This is it. sourcing your power from within is the thing that is going to change your entire experience. So you're very welcome. And I don't have many invitations at this point, but if you want to join my world, which I'm pulling you, you just can stay here on YouTube, which is a party on itself. And get ready, because when this starts growing, it's going to be so much fun. But if you want to go deeper and deeper and deeper in this work, then look for the links. Quantum Gym, it's in the works. It's of course happening at some point. I also created, oh my God, I created so many things, so many things. Last week has been magical. So I created an entire 9-month Quantum Leap Mastery Program that's coming too, plus the Quantum Gene, plus Frequency, the new newsletter that I'm going to launch very soon, plus a mapping system, a quantum leap mapping system, so you know exactly where you are inside the quantum leap, and so many more things. And also a podcast in Spanish. Yes, because I am Spanish speaking. I'm from Argentina. Hola, hola, hola. ¿Cómo estás? So I'm going to also do a podcast for all my Spanish speaking people, because I really, I have this big feeling of awakening people, and I speak both languages, and I desire to awaken people in the Spanish speaking. So I understand that sometimes these conversations, this frequency in English might be, although I don't believe that we need to understand completely, you just have to feel. But again, your mind has to plays its game, and it makes you feel like you need to understand. So I'm going to do it in Spanish too, in a different way, not just here on YouTube. But so many things are coming. 100x movement. It's born, baby. It's born. I feel it. I gave birth, and it's a beautiful 100x baby. So I'll see you very soon. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you for being part of 100x movement, 100x journey, and for 100x your life, because I'm telling you, it is possible. It's not only that it's possible, it's done, 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 baby. It's already done at this very moment. It is your 100x version. It's here, right inside of you, waiting for you to awaken her or him. Love you. Bye.